we are in the process of making a YouTube series called the Spotlight Media or Spotlight. How are we gonna get the name together? But we about to get this shit.
To be happy.
What's up? What's up? This is Spotlight Media CLT. I am the Marcus Baker. We're here in Charlotte, North Carolina with Alexis. This is your time. You can shout out any of your platforms, any of the places that people can follow you at on social media.
Okay, I mainly use Twitter and Instagram. My Instagram is Alexis M. Brown, that's ALEXUS, and then M and Brown is in the color, and then my Twitter is Alexis Brown with 2 N's.
Cool. So, y'all heard that correct, right? You want to hit them with it again? You good?
They can rewind it.
They can rewind it. All right, cool. All right, so are you from North Carolina?
I'm from, well, technically I'm from New York.
Okay.
I moved here when I was in the 4th grade, but now I live in Greensboro.
Okay, so shout out to the 336. Cool. So, tell us now, what brought Alexis into modeling?
I started like last year when I was actually 19, so like early last year, and my family told me to do it like for years when I was younger, and I lived in New York. I got scouted by I honestly couldn't even tell you the company. I honestly forgot. But my cousin, she lives in the UK. She actually was on Britain's Next Top Model, and my family kept on pushing it. So I finally started last year, and then I've been signed with 2 agencies, been offered a contract by another agency in New York. But right now I'm with Hard Press in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I'm also kind of just freelancing and doing my own thing.
Now, tell us what work goes into being a model, because like you said, being signed, that must mean they're out here searching for the right talent, correct? And what would you say is the work that you have to put in to catch people like the places you've been signed to attention?
So I feel like it definitely depends on what you want to do. Like if you actually want to be signed, then you need to look for photographers who specialize in like main board and have like agency style photography, like real natural, not too much makeup. Like that's what agencies are looking for and stuff. And that can help you build your portfolio. I always tell people it takes money to make money.
Right.
So if you want to be signed to an agency, then that's a good idea. If you're looking more toward like you want to be in like an influencer and stuff, then you should definitely just, shoot whoever you want to shoot with, and just build your portfolio, get noticed, like if that's what you really want to do. But if you actually want representation, then I would suggest like natural photos and like really investing yourself into somebody who specializes in that.
Okay, so who would you say influences Alexis in the modeling world?
There's a few people. I would say there's like people who are already up top, and there's some people who are technically like in Greensboro. I have one friend, Naomi. She just got a Vogue spread,
Okay.
and she's very like, yeah, she's like that.
She like that.
But yeah, I have a lot of friends like that. Even a lot of model friends. Some of the hard press models, they're really good models, and we all help each other with like tips and stuff. As for like bigger models, definitely like the older models, the originals like Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks, all those good models.
Okay, so what would you say it takes as a mental mindset to be a model?
You have to have really tough skin, because if you go to New York, they will tear you up. Like they will.
It's bad.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I feel like the industry is definitely changing, and that's really good. But I also feel like you need to have tough skin, because it's changing, but at the same time, like
Old ways are still
yeah,
there.
they're tough. They're tough. I've been told, too short, even though the industry still is changing, because I'm 5'7".
Okay.
So industry height is like 5'9", and then 6 and up for guys, like 6 feet and up for guys. Like if your skin isn't perfect, they might get on you for that. So you've got to be perfect, everything. Like there's even like some colorism and racism within the industry and stuff, and it's about who the client wants, so people kind of just like normalize it or brush it to the side or whatever, and they don't really pay much attention. So you really have to associate.
How do you feel you battle with things such as racism in the industry or people telling you that you're too short? How do you feel? What is your motivating factor to push past that?
Honestly, whenever, that does happen to me, I feel like a better offer always comes right after that anyway. So I feel like if this person doesn't want me, this person will. I just feel like I just don't have what they're looking for. So there's nothing I can really do about that. Hopefully soon I will have what you're looking for, but if not, then somebody else will want it.
Okay. Now, before we go to break, tell us, what would you say is your style or I guess genre in the modeling career? What would you say is your favorite one to do in modeling?
Definitely high fashion editorial work. I'm not really into like eye candy or anything like that. I just like to stick to like high fashion editorial work.
Alright, cool. Well, this is Spotlight Media CLT. I am D. Marcus Baker. We're here with Alexis. We're about to go on break. You want to say anything before we go on break?
Okay.
Alright, cool. We chilling. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina. We'll be right back. What's up? I am D. Marcus Baker. We're here with Alexis. We're back from break. This is Spotlight Media CLT. This is a time that you can shout out any platforms that you feel are helpful or motivating or beneficial to you in your modeling career.
Okay. I would definitely say Hard Press, Nikon Don has definitely helped me a lot. My best friend Simeon has helped me a lot. Like he actually helped me get into modeling. Definitely like my mom, sister, all my family, like they really support me.
Cool. Now, back to the interview, right? So, tell us this. Modeling is more than just taking pictures, correct? Now, would you say?
Yeah.
Cool. So, through modeling, what do you say is the work that has to go in to get that right picture? Like, what is the right picture to make a shoot satisfying?
So I feel like that would definitely be like your best picture would definitely highlight your best features. Like say if you have like a great jawline, like your jawline popping, like the shape of your face, that's your good picture. Like if you have really nice lips, whatever is your best feature, that's probably your best picture. Like whatever really highlights your best features.
Okay. Now, do you say to a certain extent that models have to go out the way to get that?
Yeah, definitely. I've been taught to like move slowly when taking pictures because you never know which picture could be the picture. So the photographer, you'll be there for a while taking pictures, honestly. I think the longest shoot I've done probably like 2 hours, probably because we changed in and out of a few clothes, but during the actual shoot itself, you're probably there for like no more than 10 minutes, but you're gonna get so many poses in and stuff, and more than likely you're gonna find a lot of pictures that you do like, but as long as you have one solid picture, then I think you're okay.
Cool. Now, in the process of taking pictures, tell me this. I know you have to pose for long periods of time. How do models like prepare to keep their faces and know what their face is looking like without having a mirror in front of you? How do you, I guess, remember what's going on?
Now, I feel like with that, I've been told by Dawn to go in the mirror and practice. Like when you're at home, free time, you're not doing anything, if this is something that you're really passionate about, then you're gonna take the time out to do it, even if you're not on camera or anything. Same thing with your walk. Like you would practice that in heels in your hallway or something. On your free time, just practice your faces and stuff. This way, when you don't have a mirror in front of you, like find at least one or two good faces that you really like, that you know that you can kill, and then go ahead and do that when you get in front of the camera.
That's cool. So, like you just said, like walking in your hallway, you walked in a runway before, correct?
Yes, I started last year was my first one in Charlotte Fashion Week. My first one.
Hey, shout out to Charlotte, 704. But Cool. What was that like? Like you were saying earlier, you said being 5'7" is an obstacle in modeling. How do you say you got through that while you were in Charlotte Fashion Week?
Now for that, I know this year their height requirement for ladies is 5'7" and up, so I got lucky. Last year I didn't know the height requirements. I actually came in real late. They were just looking for extra models, and I was afraid to audition for anything because I never walked before. So I decided to just audition anyway, and I ended up getting in, and I put my height as 5'8". But I feel like it's okay to lie too, unless they're gonna measure you like
Right.
at the door. But sometimes it's okay, like
Yeah,
just
right.
like an
Little
inch.
white lie.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't go like 3 or 4 inches off. That's too much.
Yeah,
But
she said she Kevin Durant height. Yeah.
yeah, you can't do that because I always want to say that I'm 5'9", but compared standing next to somebody who's 5'9", it's a big difference. So don't lie too much. Just like an inch is okay. But they took me in last year and it was perfectly fine. When I had went, not gonna lie, I did feel a little intimidated because a lot of the girls were like 16 and 5'11", and yeah, and wearing like pumps. So
yeah,
they were really up there. But I mean, I walked for 2 days, so in the midst of the chaos and stuff, getting hair, makeup, making sure like 100 plus models are getting ready, you're not thinking about all that. You're thinking about yourself and working on your own walk so you can go out there, don't fall or anything, don't do anything crazy, and just kill it. Like that's all you're thinking about.
What is good technique in walking?
I honestly can't speak for guys, but I know for ladies, I actually learned how to walk by watching YouTube videos. They said always put your shoulders back and down, and walk with one foot in front of the other. Like make sure you cross and don't look down at your feet ever. Make sure you're looking straight, and then let your arms swing naturally.
Okay, cool. So basically, all of y'all watching, you heard it first. You heard what Alexa said. but tell me this though. Now, when Jaden Smith, right, was wearing skirts and people were saying Jaden's going crazy, like what is a man doing trying to model a woman's attire? What do you feel about clothes being matched to a gender? Do you feel as a woman that you would be able to rock a men's wear? Like,
yeah, definitely. I actually have in some shoots before, and I actually prefer men's wear over women's wear because I feel like modeling menswear is more high fashion. In my opinion, it is, depending on what you're wearing, of course. But I like it.
you like it?
Yeah. And then as for guys, I've seen like males wear dresses in some runways. So I feel like when it comes to fashion, there is no gender.
Right.
When it comes to that.
Why do you feel that's a controversy, like in today's society?
I feel like because it's becoming more accepting, so especially the older generation doesn't want to accept what's going on, but I mean, people are gonna do what makes them happy regardless. And if fashion shaming, if Chanel says I want 50 men to wear my dresses, there's gonna be 50 plus men trying to wear those dresses.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, whoever gets mad gets mad. Like at the end of the day, I feel like especially the older generation, they're already stuck in their mindset, and that's not going to change. So just do what makes you happy.
Now, would you call it fashion? What do you feel is the difference between like Jaden Smith inside of a dress and when Young Thug came out with dresses? Is there a difference in that? Or?
I don't really think there's a difference in that because thinking back on the pictures, in my opinion, they look the same. In my opinion, like I don't know. I looked at it the same. I didn't really care. Like I feel like if it doesn't apply to me, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Like I don't really care. But I mean, and it's not my place to judge either. But I mean, it was different. It was probably more so something to stand out, especially because they are influential people. So I think that's a good idea if it was to like make other people, especially guys, feel more comfortable with themselves, especially like heterosexual men, so that they can feel comfortable with themselves.
Right.
I think that's like a really good idea if that was what they were targeting.
Okay. Cool. I like that. That's a dope answer. but in your bigger picture of your career, what would you say is something that you feel like is your end goal in modeling?
As for right now, I feel like I always set little goals. Right now, this year I was just aiming toward doing Greensboro Fashion Week. Couldn't do it last year, and I wasn't sure if I could do it this year because I'm 5'7", but I was actually asked to walk in the preview show and in Greensboro Fashion Week in October. And then my other goal is to go to New York Fashion Week in February. So that's my goals for now. I guess a long-term goal would be signed to like my dream agency, which would be IMG or Ford Malls.
Okay, cool. So this is Spotlight Media. We're here with Alexis, and we're about to go on break. We'll be right back.
Blonde hair, flat chest, TV says bigger is better. South Beach, sugar free, no obsessed.
So Alexis, the last question is before we get out of here. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would it be?
That's hard. Probably outgoing because I'm definitely open to try new things. Can be lazy because I am lazy. I have a lot of ideas and stuff, but I never know how to start, so just there. So I guess the last one would be ambitious.
What would you say you're ambitious towards?
For right now, probably just toward, modeling, getting signed to like a agency in New York. Right now, just, getting my blog like blown up and stuff, and that's pretty much it for right now. And finishing school, of course.
Okay, cool. Definitely. Well, if you would like to say any last things before we get out of here, this is a time we can tell the people, talk to the people,
Nothing I can really think of. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. I think we covered everything.
Thanks. Well, watch your blog, tune into our blog. But this is Spotlight Media CLT. I am DeMarcus Baker. We're here with Alexis, and we're in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we out.